Well, hello and welcome to another new beginning. I haven't been posting any videos for quite a long time. Um, that is a reason behind that I've been making videos on Android development, but from past 3 years, maybe more than 3 years now, I've been I have shifted my career from Android as an Android developer to a backend Python engineer. So I've been working with different kinds of technology and I've been personally enjoying that compared to Android. I've been enjoying working with Python, working on projects related to backend development, developing REST APIs, working with databases, setting up databases, uh, cloud technologies, AWS. Oh my god, I've been enjoying working with AWS. I got myself certified as well as an AWS certified solution architect. Yeah, so that's what I've been working with, and that also got me um, interested in AI and machine learning. I have uh, learned that in my university. Then I went to get another course, and I did another course with AI as well. I did a dissertation with that, and that's why I'm gonna be making videos related to AI, data science, perhaps REST API development, backend development in general, cloud technologies, perhaps deploying one of the models and the backend app to the cloud like AWS, perhaps Google Cloud as well, maybe Azure in future. So the future videos is they're gonna be related to these sort of technologies and not related to Android. Unfortunately, have moved on from Android to this sort of data related technologies. Starting from today, from this video, this playlist is going to be about developing a deep learning model, statistical model. I'm talking about, not generative AI. Generative AI has been booming from past couple of years, especially after the launch of ChatGPT. So many more companies from different countries are trying to build and launch their generative AI model, but this is not gonna be about Gen AI project. This is gonna be about traditional statistical machine learning and deep learning modeling. We'll start with that. Perhaps in future we'll create a video utilizing cloud technology to use Gen AI models for various purposes. But that's for the future. For this project, this is going to be about the deep learning and shallow learning algorithms. Don't worry if you don't know what shallow learning, deep learning, and other terminologies. I'm going to be talking about in depth about everything, what library I'm going to be using, what this terminology means, what data tells us, what stories data gives us, and how we can utilize that in real world. I'm going to be talking about everything. So to start with, I just wanted to make a project that is end-to-end project, getting the data, cleaning the data, preparing the data for modeling, create a model, train a model, and then evaluate that model, how well the model performed, do some statistical testing on that model, and everything basically. So this project is the introductory project. Don't worry if you don't get this. So many things are gonna be about high level concepts. If you do not get that, I'm gonna be making future videos about each and everything separately in separate playlists as well. So don't worry, the purpose of this playlist is just to get someone going with AI, someone who is new to AI. I want to give them a perspective how the model training works, how the model are utilized in real world, and how that are evaluated, the performance of those models. So let me walk you through the actual project. So these are the different sort of Python libraries I'm going to be using: NumPy, Pandas, TensorFlow for deep learning, Matplotlib for plotting different charts, Seaborn, beautifying those charts, yFinance, Yahoo Finance. We're going to be fetching a lot of data from yFinance. Why finance data? Because I'm going to be working on financial data. So this project is basically about picking up a stock or any other commodity or asset, basically. In this case, I have picked Apple stock. You can choose gold, you can choose Bitcoin, you can choose any other stuff, right? Basically picking up that, compare other factors, other feature like GDP of that country. The Apple is the company of the United States, so I'm going to be calculating a lot of stuff from the US like GDP, consumer price index, a lot of other macroeconomic indicators that affect the price, that can affect the price of that particular stock. It can push it up, push it down, anything that can affect a particular stock price. We are going to be utilizing that, except any natural language articles or any news articles, or that is a part of natural language processing. This project is purely about statistics, so I'm only going to be using statistical features. Again, if you don't know what feature is, don't worry, I'm going to be talking about what feature means in AI and model training in upcoming videos when that part comes. So that is the basic project. Pick a stock, analyze its historical prices, see trends, upward trends, downward trends, volatility, the rolling average of that stock, how well it performed during particular period. So the data we are going to be dealing with is related to time, and that data, that type of data, is called time series data. We have different data points at different time. In this case, different days, different dates, we have a new data point. So that's how we're going to be utilizing time series data. We're going to be working on time series data. We will do the testing, we're calculating value at risk, VAR, which is again used by the investment firms, and someone who's investing basically wants to know how much value I'm putting in to this particular stock, how much risk I am facing, how much exposure I have. Basically, I'll talk about that in that video. We'll do the statistical testing, we'll calculate p-values, cubic tests, and a lot of other stuff. We'll fetch the data from yFinance, the historical stock data, then we'll process that, we'll create different sort of features. Again, I'll talk about features more in upcoming videos. Then we will feed those data into basic models, a RIMA model and linear regression models. Again, I'm going to be talking about what regression is, what sort of different regression models are there, how we can use those pre-built models, and then we will also develop our own model. I will walk you through what goes through my mind when I'm developing I'm starting to develop a deep learning model, how I start with, and what I'm thinking and everything. Basically, once that is done, we will train those models, compare those with each other, we'll evaluate those with mean square error, mean absolute error, and we'll also, this is the financial project, of course, financial data is involved, so we'll do the back testing that happens in actual real world. I'll walk you through what backtesting is, what is the purpose of it, and everything. So that's about that. This is the training process. These are a bunch of charts that have created after all of those done. These are the output of the model, how well the model performed. These are the charts, the actual versus predicted values of different models, basically. And this is the deep learning model training process. I will explain this chart a bit more in detail in that particular video when I'm going to be talking about what model loss is, what training and validation loss is. So this is the basic end-to-end statistical modeling project with financial data. I have utilize this. I started my dissertation with this particular baseline model. It wasn't the final result of my dissertation, but this is what I started with. So it gave me a lot of clarity. So I believe this is going to give someone who is watching this video and interested in AI a lot of clarity too. So yeah, so I'm really excited to start again. New beginning, new soft content, new technologies. I have to share a lot of other things related to this technology. I'm going to be making a whole lot of videos, so stay tuned, subscribe, and again, this project, I'm going to be putting a GitHub link to this project in the description, so find it there as well. So that's it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.